Yo, what is good, ballers everywhere tonight on this beautiful Tuesday afternoon? We just finished watching some Champions League football. Hope you guys had a chance to watch as well and you're ready to talk some smack, talk some shit about the games that happened this past weekend and also today. There's a whole bunch of fixtures that are happening tomorrow, which we probably won't be able to cover until Sunday, unfortunately. But there's still a lot to talk about, a lot to interact with. So make sure you guys come through, ask your questions. You already know what it is. I'm going to try to get Brahim on here real quick before we get started, obviously. But this is giving us a perfect opportunity to shout out some of the things in our description. If you guys check down below, we got social media links for our TikTok, which we're very active on. 1,100 followers now, growing slowly, but let's go. We love it. Instagram, Twitter, all that. Very active on Twitter as well. And there's also a big shout out to our sponsor who has sponsored us for about a month now, Oceania, which I think they are right there. Their logo is right there in the corner down there. Oceania is a fashion sponsor that, make things or sell things like watches, accessories, purses, all of that fun stuff. But for us football lovers, they sell what we love best. That's fresh ass cleats. So go and for fresh ass prices, mind you. So go check them out. Link is in the description. There's a discount code. So you guys can get some really great prices on that. But without further ado, that's enough of the logistics. Let's get on to the show. Brahim is calling in. Let's go, baby. Hello.
Ah, hello.
What's good, brother Brahim?
What's good, brother Karim?
I am. There you go. All right. You are now. Can you say something?
Yeah, what's up?
All right. You are now live, ready to go. Damn, looking kind of sweet too. You got a haircut?
First cut,
Damn. All right. Ready for the
Yeah,
tomorrow's game?
yeah, I'm also ready to dissimulate Man United. Let's get on to that.
Would you like to start with that? Or would you like to start with the weekend's games first?
Let's see. Since Champions League just happened, I prefer talking about that. So
All
I'd
right.
like to guess. Wait, yes, two most important games today. Or I mean, I'm a Madrid fan. So fuck
That was a good
it.
game,
Not
bro. That was a good game.
a good game, but Arsenal, Man United, both embarrassing English football. But you know the difference between us and them is,
What?
see, we were away from home. Plus, we're still good. We have injured. What do Man United have? They're shit at home. This is the first time a Turkish side has ever won a game in England.
That's
It's Man
crazy.
United.
That's actually a crazy stat.
After 500 million spent on this bald fucking fraud, he's shit. His team is shit. They're shit. They're so ass. They're so terrible.
So
So yeah,
let's break down that game. Why don't we? Because it's obviously what a lot of people are talking about. You got Madrid doing their thing against Napoli in Naples, which is obviously a great accomplishment. Absolute banger from Valverde. Jude Bellingham doing Jude Bellingham things. Honestly, I already talked about him a little bit on TikTok. That brother is class. You know.
no, 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 no. No, but I'm not buying into this Bellingham shit. Did you see the fucking goal he scored?
Okay,
See,
bro. But did
they
you see the
they
goal he
get
scored
they gave
today?
him they gave him all of fucking Italy to run through, and then the defender literally barely swipes out his leg, then he shoots it. Like, yeah,
Nah, bro.
good for
You're
him,
a
bro.
hater.
He,
You're a
he,
hater,
he
bro.
wasted.
I get that he's a Madrid player, but bro, you'd be glazing him if he
Listen,
was playing for your
no,
side.
no, no, no. Listen. He had to dribble past one dude. Barely dribble past him. Gets a lucky bounce off the defender. Gets it and then just shoots. Shit. Valverde's goal was cool. Don't get me wrong.
Cool,
That's nice.
bro. Valverde's goal was a rocket.
I've seen better.
Word.
Anyway,
I don't know, bro. You be sipping on too much on that haterade. You can appreciate greatness because that brother is great. I'm telling you, man. I had my doubts when he was in the Bundesliga and people were hyping him up for
you
because
see this.
yeah,
You see this, by the way?
yeah,
What am I holding?
some Old Spice deodorant
Okay, what is Old Spice deodorant meant to do?
relieve you of stink.
Okay, and who stinks?
You.
United.
Oh.
Let's
All right,
continue.
brother. Well, anyway, that's Madrid, but that was honestly a really fun game to watch. But because of the nature of the scheduling and everything, because of the nature of the group stages, there's so many games going on. You had to pick. I had to pick two games today to watch, and that was Madrid, Napoli, and United, Galatasaray.
Yeah,
I couldn't watch the Arsenal game. I just got
I did. I watched Arsenal and United. I didn't watch Madrid Napoli.
okay.
So you can.
All right, so that means okay. So you didn't watch Madrid and Napoli, and okay, you just saw the
I saw
highlights.
the goals.
Okay,
I saw the
all
goals.
right.
Yeah, and
But anyway, so let's
um,
but yeah, let's talk about let's finish talking about United Galatasaray first because that's obviously the highlight of this match day. It looks like United are now, I mean, not looks like, they are now fourth in their group, even behind Copenhagen, which actually drew with Galatasaray last game. So, obviously, it's not looking too good. You lose away, which is not terrible to Bayern. That's an expected result. But then you lose at home. That is an unexpected result, but that spells almost inevitable disaster, meaning that they're probably not looking too good to make it out of
no,
this
no,
group.
you gotta keep in mind, man. United now have to play Bayern at home, which I'm thinking
I
they're
don't think
losing.
it's, yeah.
I think they lose that,
Hmm.
or I'm actually drawing, but they're not winning, and they have to play Galatasaray away. And with the with how shitty and feeble and weak and pathetic and pussy United's players are, you put them in an atmosphere like Galatasaray, bro. They're folding. They're getting
Well, the
smoked. They're getting
Galatasaray fans in Old Trafford were going crazy, bro. Like,
they're getting
I'm just
smoked up.
imagining, yeah, in Turkey, it's gonna be a different atmosphere, bro.
Man,
That's the problem with them, honestly, because I literally just dropped a TikTok like 20 minutes ago, and a lot of like some of the United fans were like commenting on it, saying, bro, their mentality is just dead. Like they hang their head like taking like a lot we have I'm not trying to toot my own horn with like Liverpool, right? But with Liverpool, bro, they go down and they have it like there's something that Klopp does to them in the dressing room pause that like just kind of reinvigorates them. But I don't see that from Ten Hag, and I don't see that from United just like drop their head, go, like, you know what I mean?
They're terrible.
Because
Like
even,
this
bro,
is
the first goal that they allowed in was just like, bro, what is that?
yeah. Onana's dog shit. I'm sorry, Onana sucks.
No, but even that okay, Onana, that was tough for Onana, I get it, but like the first goal was Dallo.
Anticipation could have been better. Like it bounced 2 times, man. Like he could not. Like
Yeah.
his anticipation could have been better. All I'm saying, man, is United fans want another goalie, and Onana is like, first of all, his kicking sucks.
Mm.
Like as a shot stopper, I guarantee you, De Gea is still a better shot stopper than Onana. He is.
Yeah.
The only thing Onana has over him supposedly is kicking and distribution. Even that, he's shit.
Yeah.
If there's any United fans in this stream, I just want them to listen to this. Okay.
Are you playing something?
You know what this is?
Well, I can't hear it.
You can't hear it.
I was waiting for it. I was waiting for something to happen.
Oh, can you hear? Hold up. Can you hear it?
No.
Okay.
Is that the Europa League theme song?
Yes, I fucked up.
Okay, here, I'll do it. I'll do it for you. I'll do it. I can't let my boy go down like that. One sec.
I got
One sec, chat.
point is terrible.
I can't let my boy go down like that. Can you hear that? How about that?
I know the chat here, but I don't hear it. Right? Point is, we got to hear this real quick.
Okay. You can't. All right.
At best, like there's that. Look, I'm not gonna the Arsenal result to me isn't gonna piss me off too much. Reason why is because, first of all, like, if there was one game I expected us to lose in the group, it was gonna be this game. To be fair, I think we did. I think both goals they scored. Okay, the first one was just a mistake by Raya, who I will say, man, honestly,
You're not moved?
I'm not moved, man. I don't know why we dropped Ramsdale. He's literally, his kicking's dog shit, and he's probably the same. Look, keep in mind, it's only been I think 5 games he started, but like, I don't feel that confident with him in net. I felt more confident with Ramsdale in net. I don't know. Maybe that's just. I just felt more confident with Ramsdale. That's all I'm gonna say. There was a few weird things Arteta did in this game. I just will say it's because when Saka went off, which will like. I don't know why he played.
He's
Saka.
playing. I didn't get it either. A lot of the Arsenal fans were kind of pissed.
Like he played him, he gets injured. Now Arteta came out and said it's not looking good. So basically, that means he's out for the Man City game.
Yeah.
I would prefer losing this game and keeping him for Man City, because this is what happens. He put in Vieira as a like, I don't know why he put Vieira. Like I would have put Reece Nelson or Smith Rowe, which he ends up bringing them on like in the second half, like in the 70th minute or something. Which like okay, but like too little, too late. I would have put Reece from 1 second, and I would have put Smith Rowe probably at half and take off Kai fucking Havertz, he's shit. But I'm not really that moved by this result. It's cool. We're still making out the group. Like for me, like it's whatever. Just focus on Man City. Hopefully, because I know Saka's out, but Partey's probably gonna be back, and then I'll take my chance putting Reece Nelson there. I hope this is what I hope doesn't happen. I hope he doesn't put Nketiah as striker and then move Jesus to the right wing. I hope he doesn't do that. Like,
Well,
if
I
I'm
think
him,
I think Arteta's subs have been a little bit questionable the last couple games, but
his team's taking in subs.
but it's like this is not the worst game. Like, if you're gonna lose a game and like have it be a learning experience, this is not the worst one to do it because you have what Sevilla next, right? Is
Yeah,
that
Sevilla's
is
at
that away?
home. No, I think it's at home. Let me.
So if you have Sevilla next, that's a very winnable game for you. Now, the only issue now is that I think Arsenal fans are really missing the likes of Martinelli in terms of just like their attacking threat, because most of you don't want to like even against
Sevilla is away, by the way. Stuff.
yeah who shit
Nah, look.
who did Arsenal play last game?
The Champions League?
No, last Premier League game was against who?
Or Bournemouth. We beat them 4.
Oh yeah, sorry, not Bournemouth, but even against Spurs, like when they had when they had Jesus on the left, like that's the kind of game you see. Like damn, like you really miss a guy like Martinelli who can actually play from that side, you know?
I don't think our issue is the attack right now. I think the attack is still decently fine because you had Don Martinelli, we have Trossard, who's a very good replacement, to be honest. My issue is like, okay, my three issues right now with Arteta is that basically his in-game subs, like he reminds me a lot of Wenger. Reminds me a lot of Wenger when he was the coach. Because basically, Wenger's issue, obviously I'm not old enough to remember him when he was in his prime, like, 2004 and shit. Watching Arsenal for the last like 7-8 years, my issue was always with Wenger is that he would always make late subs.
Yeah.
As issue, Arteta is kind of the same because right now there's that also the team selection he makes because okay, honestly, listen, man, it's been 8 or 9 games that Havertz been playing every game, bro. At this point, like if this should be the team for Man City, this is what I would do for Man City. If you don't want to put Partey in directly, fine. You have Rice. Give me Rice, Odegaard, Smith Rowe. I want that to be the midfield. I want Trossard. I want Jesus, and I want Nelson. I want that to be the midfield and attack. The defense can stay the same except like Ben White instead of Tomiyasu, and even then, man, I wish Timber was fit because the second goal was fucking Zinchenko's fault. So yeah.
Yeah. He's not coming back until like February. Eh? That's what he's like. Yeah.
The thing with Zinchenko is that man, like I'm hesitant to take him out the lineup just because. In an attacking sense, he provides a lot, but defensively, he's so bad.
Yeah, no, he's one of the best inverted fullbacks.
He's like
but yeah, exactly. But 100%. What's good, Nas? Welcome in, brother. Havertz is trash. He is, yeah. But I don't know. It's one of them ones with Arsenal as well, is that like you guys are starting to really build up your injury rapport. And it's starting to look like it's one of those things where like it's tough because you guys have Champions League football plus all this other stuff like plus Premier League, and you're trying to like it's nice that Man City had lost their last game, but still you guys want to keep winning at the end of the day, right? So hopefully you don't want these injuries to keep building. Now against Man City, what's nice is that they did lose against Wolves, like an average ass team. And yes, you don't have Saka, who is your biggest attacking threat right now, but they don't have Rodri, who, to be honest, is like one of their best players, if not their.
Rodri, they don't have De Bruyne.
They don't have De Bruyne. They don't have. No, I mean their defense is fine. I think.
Missing John Stones.
Oh, John Stones. Yeah, I mean, but John Stones have been out the whole season.
But
anyway, is it? But that game's at home, right?
Shit, I hope it. Even it being at home, I'm not even that confident. Arsenal are fucking terrible at home.
Yeah, that's true. It's not like it's
literally at home. Like all our goals we've conceded in the league have been at home. Yeah, it is at home. Like we've conceded 6 goals this year, and they've all been at home. Conceded at home. We haven't conceded away from home. Like literally, we conceded one to Nottingham Forest. We conceded 1 to Fulham. That's 2. We conceded 2 to Spurs. That's 4. We conceded 1 to Man United. Come on, these are all at home, and then we conceded maybe 1 to Who else did we play? Point is, at home we're not like
All right.
wow,
But
but that
but
game
that
was
game we're
fun.
definitely live streaming that shit on TikTok. So guys, make sure you guys
Yeah,
check out our TikTok Sunday at 11:30 a.m. Bernardo Silva's out too. Is that actually true? I didn't even pay
yeah.
attention.
Ooh, I just remembered. I am working on Sunday.
Oh, like early.
Yeah, 8 to 5.
All right, no worries then. I'll still be
You gotta
live.
hold it down for us,
I'll
man.
hold it down for us, and I'll be your resident Arsenal fan, even though I'm not like I don't give a shit. But I'm definitely not a City fan, so whatever. We're wearing Arsenal red and gold on red, gold, and white on Sunday.
There's that. I mean, we'll get to Premier League after, because like I feel like we've
Fox,
been going
yeah,
too
Fox. But let's keep
Going
let's
back to
keep it rolling.
Champions League right now, you still have, I mean, going through the rest of the results, okay, Real Sociedad beat Salzburg. Sociedad, man, great La Liga team. People say
Well,
they're
they're
just a
good,
watch.
man. They're good this season,
They're decent.
bro.
Yeah.
With
Braga,
Kubo.
yeah, they have Kubo. They have, what else they got? They got Kubo. They have that one dude, what's his name?
Here, let me pull up their squad for the day because I didn't get to watch that game. I was at work.
Zubamendi.
Yeah.
Point is, you have, yeah, Sociedad, cool. Braga beat Union Berlin. PSV and Sevilla drew, which is good for us because they're in our group, they're in Arsenal's group.
Fox.
Bayern were down to Copenhagen, ended up winning 2-1.
Fox.
Which, like, I'm telling you, man, Bayern this year have not moved
I
needle
don't.
one bit.
I yeah. I don't like the oh they're gonna go win the Champions League shouts because
Oh, I
it's too
know.
early. But like take in this, bro. Um, with Bayern, like they still won, which is good, but they were playing away. That's the one thing that you could say like okay maybe, but
Yeah,
but they're not. But they haven't really been moving me for whatever reason. The Bundesliga. I mean I'm pretty sure they're not even top of the table in the Bundesliga.
yeah, well, no, I think they are top, but, like, just by goal difference. I don't even think. Oh, no, they're third.
Yeah,
No,
see, I
Bayern
told
never.
yeah, like they're not like
Bayern the last like 3 years have been like this, where like in the league they seem to be kind of
they
meh,
start
but
off
then they
kind of
start.
meh, huh? Yeah, with
They had
14
the yeah.
points, they're behind Bayer Leverkusen by two. You know,
For me right now, listen, Bayern to me the favorites to win the Champions League. Honestly,
it's
I'm
probably still
thinking you can
City.
never look. City's won. For me, Barca and Madrid are after. You can never count out Madrid and Barca. To me, have on paper the best team in the world.
Yeah,
Which
I can see that. You guys are playing tomorrow, eh? Who are you guys playing?
uh,
Porto.
Porto, that's a very good game.
That is a good game at three.
The
Not bad.
only there's some more there's that, then there's Dortmund and AC Milan, which is another
Dortmund,
good game. I
Milan,
mean, the
and
rest.
PSG Newcastle.
Oh, PSG Newcastle too. Yeah, those are pretty good.
Yeah, man, all
Point
these
is,
at three, bro. That's the tough part because I'll be home and I'll be like able to watch some of it, but it's
I
just
mean, I'm watching. I'm definitely watching Barca. I mean, if I'm you, I would definitely watch PSG Newcastle.
yeah, bro. I mean,
What about?
let's split up the duties so that we can definitely
I got
be
Barca
good
Porto.
podcast hosts and cover as much as we possibly can. You know.
Got Barca Porto. Anyways, yeah, that wraps up Champions League right now. As of now, after the round of games today, so Bayern's topping their group. Obviously, you have Arsenal, who are actually second now. Lens is first after they beat us today.
Hmm.
Madrid first, Napoli second, as expected. Real Sociedad, Inter Milan, and Salzburg are all very close. Sociedad, Milan have 4 points, and Salzburg have three.
Hmm.
So there's that. Benfica, honestly, I thought they were be doing better. They're last on 0 points right now.
Hmm.
And then you still have the games tomorrow. Then Group E onwards are playing tomorrow. So yeah, we'll have to see about that. So
We'll have
that
to
pretty
wait
much
and see, my friend. But definitely a lot to look forward to, Champions League wise.
United
Uh,
are in trouble though.
oh yeah, they are. They are. They're lucky because their next two games are Copenhagen, like basically a doubleheader.
Yeah,
But I think one of them will be. One of them will be played before international break. I want to say, and then the others will be after.
no, the next round, the Champions League games is after the
Oh,
internationals.
is it? Is it? Okay. Okay. Fair.
Next one's on the 24th of October. So yeah, now
Okay.
we'll go back to Premier League
All right,
now.
brother. Let's start with the very first game of match day 7 being an absolute spanking by Aston Villa against Brighton. Brighton is one of those teams that's really strange, honestly. Like obviously they're still what top 6 right now. They're
They are,
still
but they go from beating Man United to getting spanked like that.
yeah, bro. Like no, and I mean just like they have some really weird results. You know they get spanked by Villa. They lose in their first Europa League game at home. Um,
Their
but then
defense
but
is
then they come back
terrible.
like sometimes they come back and they just do yeah it's just weird.
Like, fun fact, Brighton have the most goals in the league this year, but they've also conceded, I think, the third most. They've scored 19 and conceded 14 in 7 games.
Yeah, who's
So you know
conceded the
what? You
most?
can say this, man. You're always going to be in for an entertaining game by watching them. We can say
Facts,
that.
bro. Facts. I mean, what they spanked? Isn't it Newcastle the ones they spanked like 5-0 or something like that? Something like that.
Beat them like no, it was like 3. It was like 3-1. I think. Let me check.
Was it? I could have sworn it was a quite the spanking.
They beat
Oh,
Newcastle
3-1,
3
3-1.
1,
Okay,
and they beat United 3-1. They
3-1.
beat Bournemouth
Bournemouth
3-1.
3-1. Okay,
Then they lost to Chelsea in the League Cup and then Villa. And
okay.
yeah, so that was like I'd say the shock result of the week. I would
Yeah.
definitely say though the topic of the week is definitely Liverpool and Spurs. I know you did a few TikToks and all the Scousers were up in
Oh, bro. I
arms.
mean, This game was on Saturday.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
released the audio today. I don't know if you
I know. I
listened to it.
listened to it several times because I couldn't believe my ears. So did you want to talk about that now, or did you want to save that
We
for
can save
after?
that for we can save it for after. Sure, we're just going
Okay,
through the
we'll
results.
go through the results.
For me, actually, I think maybe the second biggest surprising result of the week was Luton beating Everton. Because I know Everton suck, but to lose to Luton at home 2-1 is disgusting. Like I think like this might be the year they actually get relegated. I can't lie. They're
Oh
so
shit! I
bad.
just realized. Yeah, damn. They lost at Goodison Park 2-1 to Luton Town.
Luton. They
That's
did
crazy.
that. Newcastle gets a routine 2-0 over Burnley. I mean, here's the thing though, and I actually didn't notice. Burnley and Luton actually played today because they were the only teams who were like a game behind everyone else. I think they had like a game
Because
that
they had a
got
game
postponed.
postponed. Yeah,
But
correct.
Burnley actually beat Luton today 2-1.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's their first W, right?
yeah, Luton and Burnley both got their first W's basically this week. So Burnley and Luton are 17th. Well, Luton is 17th. Burnley's 18th.
Mm-hmm.
My
Bless
fault.
you.
There was that. How's that? Let's see. West Ham, Sheffield. I mean, after getting spanked 8-0 by Newcastle, the least Sheffield could do is, not get spanked again. So 2-0 is respectable, I guess.
Facts.
Arsenal, routine over Bournemouth. I mean, I stopped watching after. I didn't see the Ben White goal because at like the 70th minute I stopped watching because I had something, but like, we ended up winning 4.
But yeah, and I think I only watched the first half of that game and realized, you know what, Arsenal has
That
this in the
was
bag.
cool. I mean, we had 2 penalties. Saka's the most unselfish bastard I've ever seen because he's normally the penalty kick taker, and he gave Odegaard and Kai Havertz one. The thing that's pissing me off though is, man, like your shit when people treat you like you're a Make-A-Wish kid, bro. He scored a penalty, and then like all the Arsenal fans are nutting themselves on the time and talking like, oh look at Odegaard, so sweet, look at the way they're celebrating, bro. It's a fucking penalty.
Yeah.
Jesus.
No, but like they get hyped for their own team made.
No, I guess, but like,
But it's
so
hilarious, yeah, because it's basically like, it's like your one friend, like doesn't play ball, but like you want to like help, you know what I mean? So
yes.
it's kind of like that. But at the end of the day, that's his first goal for Arsenal, like I
Mm.
mean in the Premier League or like in the regular season.
That's his first goal for us. Period. Besides like the preseason.
Exactly. Besides the preseason game, so I mean, it's not terrible. Obviously, you hope that he kind of can carry that forward and help build his confidence. Now, I don't know, but the brother has been kind of still for a little while, so you don't like you wonder how much time you can really give to him. But anyway, a win's a win. That's a very good win against Bournemouth, and good that you can at least somewhat carry it forward. Obviously, now considering you did lose to Long today, but like it's
Yeah, I'm not worried about us in the league because honestly, like I told you, if we can like us beating Man City doesn't mean we're winning the league by any stretch. But like, listen, Man City right now, to me, I know people might find this funny. To me, they're the most vulnerable they've been in probably 5 years. Because keep in mind, right? They're a very reliant team when it comes to Holland, right? Because before they didn't have a dude who scored all the goals. Before they had goals coming from everywhere. They had Sterling, they had Mahrez, they had what's his name? They had Jesus before he left. They had Leroy Sané. They had De Bruyne. I mean, they had goals coming pretty much from everywhere and Gundogan. Now the issue is that if Holland's not scoring, I don't know where the goals really come from because Doku is still like raw. Pause. Like he's still young.
yeah, about facts. She's still trying to
Even
like
if
can't fit. Yeah.
he's very good, but he's still a bit inexperienced. So there's that.
Mhm.
Jack Grealish isn't a goal scorer.
No.
There are other like goal scorer you could say. Julian Alvarez and De Bruyne. De Bruyne's injured. Julian Alvarez doesn't start every game.
Facts.
That.
No, but Julian Alvarez, I rate him so hard. Like
Like
he's
they have a depth issue. They have a
yeah.
depth issue now. So I was looking at their bench the other day, and their bench was disgusting. They had like the only players of note I knew was that Jack Grealish and Ake on the bench. The other ones were like Rico Lewis. Had that one Sergio dude who plays in the midfield, whatever his name is, I forgot. Point is, I don't know. Man City, I like to me could still probably win the league this year, but honestly, man, like they are vulnerable. We could beat them on set. Like if we, here's the thing, right? We played them on Sunday. Even if we don't win, which like I'm never gonna expect us to beat Man City because we always lose to them. But if we don't win, but at least it was a thing where like equal game, we could have won. We hit the post a few times, had a goal to sell, whatever. Like at least we tried to win. Cool. But last year, the thing what happened is that pretty much Arsenal were kicking everyone's ass. But then when we played Man City in April, they spanked us 4-1, and we literally looked like we didn't belong in the same fucking stratosphere as them.
Yeah, no, 100%, exactly, and it's exactly what it was, right? And but the thing is about City, which is interesting, and like I didn't know if you deeped it. Like City are on 2 L's in a row right now. Like City have
Yeah.
lost to Newcastle, so basically they're out of the Carabao Cup already.
Mhm.
And they what's it called? And then they lost to Wolves in the Premier League, right? So that's not looking good in terms of like what that says about City's like I guess consistency. However, what that does say is that now they're out of the Carabao Cup, one less competition to worry about. It's not like it's a competition they super cared about anyway. So that's good for them, but it still doesn't mean like look, they have FA Cup, they got Premier League, Champions League, um, yeah, yeah, but
Yeah.
you know what
No,
I mean.
they
So
have, like, good. There's that. There's yeah. Well, speaking on them real quick, we mentioned earlier they lost against Wolves, and that's the whole issue that I'm telling you because Holland. I did watch parts of that game. Holland was like fucking anonymous.
yeah, he's been kind of going like real quiet, man. I don't know, and
The
you
thing
wouldn't
with
even
him,
think he has that many goals, but he does, you know.
look, the thing with Holland is why I'm criticizing Bellingham. Bellingham and Holland are players that basically drop 6 out of 10s, but then they'll get like one goal, which is like half the time a fucking tap in, and then the like people think, oh, they had a good game. No, bro. That's why I'm not comfortable giving him the Ballon d'Or because as much as he is like a very good goal scorer, his overall game is really bad. Like it's like he can't dribble. His passing sucks. His hold up plays good. I'll give him that. But like he's a poacher. He's a goal scorer.
Yeah, Fox, exactly. He's a true striker, but his ability really relies on his striking ability. He's not a
Yeah,
complete striker like
not a
a
Harry
Harry
Kane
Kane or a
or
Benzema. You
he's
know,
still look. Keep in mind though, he's a better goal scorer than all of them were at that
of
age.
course, yeah,
He's still
and a
20. He's
lot of
22.
time to learn.
Yeah, he's 22, 23. So like obviously he's gonna get way better. I'm just talking as of now.
Mhm.
Yeah, then going across to the other game in Manchester, United, continuing the theme of being dog shit. They lost to Palace.
They lost to Palace, a
Now,
team that they beat 3-0, right? 3-0 earlier that week in the Carabao Cup.
yeah, but yeah. Here, man, here's the thing, and I've been dropping. I'm like, this is an opinion I've held for the last 2 years. I don't know if I made a TikTok about it. I don't know if I mentioned it on stream, but any United person that I've talked to, I have told them this. Man United will never do shit with Bruno Fernandes. Notice this, right? Rashford and Bruno Fernandes are out of the starting lineup against Crystal Palace. What happens? They win 3-0.
Mm.
Way more fluid, way more passing, fluidity, nice goals, etc., etc. They come back into the game on the weekend. What happens? They lose, right? Style of play goes back to being shit. It's too centered around Rashford. Bruno keeps losing the ball. Like I'm telling you, man, they're not good. They're just stat patterns, but they're not good,
No,
man.
but like I remember you used to talk about this one thing a lot last season, and I just wanted to bring it up, and I really noticed that today when I was watching the game. You said something about like how Rashford isn't a very intelligent player, and I just
It's
wrote today I saw his decision making ability is so like
You
leaves
saw the
much,
pass he tried to make?
but
That was
exactly right. So I think what happened is there was a couple games ago, and I forget who it was against. Maybe it was Arsenal. I forget though, where people were criticizing him for being selfish and like not passing and like just like trying to like do all
yeah,
this shit, right? But
that
like,
was
bro,
Crystal
it's like
Palace and also the week from before. I don't know who they played. They played it was I know Crystal
Brighton.
Palace people were saying against them, and then no what? Yeah, it was Brighton. Yeah, Brighton and Crystal Palace exactly. Like those two games. I think the game you're talking about was Brighton because I remember watching him against Brighton.
Mm.
Bro, he was just not passing. He just
Exactly,
refused.
and everyone was criticizing him, saying, you know, you got to pass more, all this stuff. And so I think he kind of took that too literally, the sense that, like, bro, like, yes, you should pass more. Don't get me wrong, right? But it's like making smart passes, not you open in on net and for whatever reason you're gonna try to cross the ball over to Bruno Fernandes, who's very much covered, right? Like, just shoot. Like, are you that like? Do you lack that much confidence in your ability to finish from that distance? Just shoot. The worst that could happen is, okay, the goalie saves it, right? But the other option was not an option at all. Like, he was completely covered. So his decision making is really bad. It's something that, like, I think a lot of United fans kind of overlooked in his purple patch, because in his purple patch he was scoring, he was dribbling, he was like making great runs. He was like doing, like, he was playing well, right? But it was still and you mentioned it back then. It was still his IQ, his decision making was still exposed at certain times. And this season is what it is. His decision making needs a lot of work. And people, I don't think that. Thing is, United don't have a lot of options, right, in terms of his position. But I don't think that he deserves a starting position based on the way he's played.
Listen, man, the only thing I would do if I'm Ten Hag is literally put Garnacho on the left
Yeah.
and put Rashford on the right. You put him on the right, and Rashford's whole thing, he likes to go on the left, cut in and shoot. You put him on the right, he's not gonna have an option but the cross, because he's not gonna cut and shoot on his left. And then if he starts shooting with his fucking right foot on, like, it's not gonna work. So he's gonna have no choice but to really cross the ball essentially.
Pass.
And he put Garnacho on the left, and then boom. I don't know, man. That's
Garnacho should be starting, man.
When people were gassing him up, I kept saying, man, you remember, this is what I don't like. I'm not a flip flop, man. I've been saying this even in his purple patch. He's not good, man. He's not good.
Yeah, I feel that, brother. But anyway, that's United. I feel like we've harped on them a lot today. There's just a couple of games. West Ham, Sheffield, we already kind of mentioned 2-0 for West Ham. You got Newcastle, Burnley, 2-0 for Newcastle. I mean, Newcastle starting to slowly get back into their previous year's form. Does that mean I think they're going to get top four this year? No, I don't think so, because you have teams like Arsenal, Liverpool, Spurs, City playing really well. And then that's pretty much Saturday's game. Now let's move on to the big game of Saturday, which is obviously the biggest game of the weekend. Liverpool versus Spurs. Okay, this was away at Spurs. Obviously from my perspective as a Liverpool fan, and it was a game for the first 20 minutes really back and forth. Like, honestly, every team was looking threatening. It was a really good first 20 minutes of the game. Okay, you have a bad misplay on the ball from Jones. I can put my hands up and say it was a misplay on him. Do I think it should have been a red? Do I think red was a little harsh? Yes. However, it was still his responsibility to make sure that he doesn't lunge the way he did. And it did. He got a red card. Okay, let's say you accept that that's a red card. Cool. For whatever reason, Liverpool were playing as if they still had 11 men. Really flowy. Honestly, like I felt like we were exposing Spurs on a lot of different occasions. But still, Spurs come in. Amazing pass from James Maddison to score, to Richarlison. Richarlison centers it to Son, and Son scores. Fair play. James Maddison, honestly, has been Spurs, if not their best player, second best player behind Son. But a lot of people think that he's been their best player, and I saw it on Saturday. To be honest, very good player. Yeah. But then you have. But before that goal was scored, okay, you have basically the infamous goal scored by Luis Diaz that was called offside. That has been the topic of conversation among all fans, right?
Like, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. Right?
Yeah.
Like,
One second. Assalamu alaikum. How are you all doing? Referees in PGMOL for Spurs versus LFC game couldn't get the basic onside decision correct with VAR. This is embarrassment and gross negligence on the referee's side. Abdul Rahim, brother, I welcome into the chat, first of all. Thank you for the comment. It's completely true, man. Honestly, it's an embarrassment, and the Premier League, being the best league of the world, needs to do better, honestly. But Brahim, yeah, go ahead. What were you going to say?
Yeah, my whole thing is, what was I going to say? Okay, I'm happy Liverpool are pushing with, like, this whole thing, because, like, okay, it's getting to the point now where VR needs to, like someone needs to enact change, and I hope this is what enacts change. My whole thing is that Liverpool fans are complaining too much over something that, bro, like, you realize that Arsenal last year, they didn't draw the lines when we played against Brentford, which we should have had a goal. We win that game, we probably go on to win the title last year. There's been a lot of decisions like this in the last like few years by a lot of teams because of like Aston Villa should have been relegated 3 years ago instead of Sheffield if they basically used VAR properly. So I'm happy Liverpool are pushing through with it and actually being like firm on it, but bro, the amount of bitching I've seen is like
It's a
crazy.
lot. Listen, do we say that we go as far as to say replay the match? Of course not. You know, the match is done. It's a fair play to Spurs. This is not a Spurs issue. They won, and you know, it is what it is, kind of thing, right? But do we say that we demand change? Yes, because there's all these scenarios which have been brought up a lot. I've heard the Arsenal Brentford scenario a lot recently,
Mhm.
and things like that, and even Chelsea fans piping up about that one Lukaku offside a couple years ago. But
Uh, yeah, yeah.
but bro, listen, the reality is that because these are so prevalent in the Premier League, which again is supposed to be the best league in the world with the highest quality and everything like that, you need to make sure that the people that are officiating your games are also of that high quality, right? And Premier League referees are notorious for being shit. Okay, it's you know, and Premier League is also very stubborn in keeping English referees. They don't bring in foreign referees. They, you know, which I feel like they would benefit a lot from. And then also when referees make mistakes, there's not real consequences other than, yeah, sorry, you're not going to be on the VAR team for match day 8. And then they come back the next week and it's like nothing happened, like we forgot.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. Yeah,
It's just
it's
disgusting, bro. So yeah, one thing that you will say is that like I've never seen entire football Twitter slash football community come together talking about United fans, Chelsea fans, Arsenal fans, all of them come and saying, yeah, no, that was some bullshit. Even Spurs fans were like, yeah, whoa, hey, that
because
was some bullshit.
you guys are the white knights, man. You need to take the fight to
Exactly. So
us.
we gotta, you know, we gotta be the voice, man, because at the end of the day, it's kind of enough is enough. But Abdul Rahim says Spurs versus LFC referees and PGML need to be held accountable for their actions. Steve Hooper and Darren England need to be sacked and banned from football. I don't know about banned, but I
I'm
think
not gonna say banned from football. Complete. Look, okay. The thing is, what I'll say is that I don't agree with banning an official for life for making a
yeah.
decision that grants a play. Okay, you gotta keep in mind this was a league game, which
Hmm.
early in the season, it's like I get it may like if this was late in the season, okay, maybe, and it was title implication. It's still too early for that, so I'm not gonna say banned for life. No,
No, no.
I would just say a referee makes a decision like this, he needs to get banned for the. I'd say ban him for the season. Okay, he makes
Yeah,
this.
I think there has to be some sort of repercussions because, like, the way that the PGMOL and the FA are like go about their
It's
business is
so
very
out of
shady because,
bro.
like, bro, like why? I still don't understand why Liverpool are getting fined £25,000 for what, right?
Wait, they got fined?
Yeah, we got
Who
fined.
got fined?
We got fined, and also Alexis McAllister is facing like
Yeah,
repercussions
I know,
for saying for commenting on what's it Romero's Instagram post talking about y'all were playing with 12 men. Bro, for me that's hilarious. All right.
look, it's funny, but listen, I look if they ban him like a game or two, it's dumb. But him paying a fine, I think, is reasonable because I mean, like, granted, yes, it's funny, but no, he shouldn't say that.
No, I mean he shouldn't, but it's like over an Instagram comment. You know what I mean? Like, it's just they would rather do all of these things than just come out and say take accountability and then move on. Honestly, I might be petty for saying this. They should be fined. All right, they should be fined. They should have to pay a fee to Liverpool. Okay,
Hmm.
for this act of transgression. All right. But anyway,
Yeah.
it is what it is. Obviously, that happened. You never know what happens in these kinds of games. Doesn't mean we get a point. Doesn't mean we get three. Doesn't mean we still lose. You never really know. But it is what it is. Move on to obviously the two Jota yellow cards, which, bro, come on. Okay, the second
Listen,
one was the clearest yellow I've ever seen in my life. Fair play. The first one, bro, really?
what was the first one? Because I remember the. Listen, okay, here's what I'm gonna say. Here's what I'm gonna say. Okay. I forgot that. I remember one of the yellow cards is very stupid. So okay, I guess that's the first one. I will say this though: if you're on a yellow card, it's 1-1. You're already down to 10 men. Why the fuck would you make that tackle?
Stupid
Like
tackle.
it's stupid.
It's a stupid tackle.
You know,
I
it
100% agree. I don't even know why Jota was brought on in the first place because
me neither.
I'm seeing Nunes warming up, right? And at the half, I get Gakpo goes out injured, bro, get well soon, Gakpo. I love you, brother. But I get the brother goes down injured, but I see Nunes and I'm like, bro, you know what? Nunes came on and versus Newcastle, 10 men. He did his thing. He won us the game. Let's try and do that. What's the point of bringing on Jota, right? That brother probably wants to go home and play FIFA. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of those things where I thought Nunes was going to come on. He didn't come on. And then Jota makes, in the first one, the one you don't remember, is just Udogi literally tripping over himself. But because Jota was behind
Oh
him,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
it
yeah.
you know. And then the second one was obviously the shitty one. Anyway, second red card, whatever, bro. Bro, let me tell you this, okay? Just to wrap up, I don't want to focus too much on Liverpool because y'all probably bored of hearing all this Liverpool stuff. I want to say this, bro. As a Liverpool fan, as you can imagine, my bro, I am so proud of this team. Like, bro, we honestly showed so much character. 9 men, and you just defended so well. And then Allison, bro, is amazing, incredible player, incredible goalkeeper. And the way that we came together honestly makes me so excited for the rest of the season. I feel like we're going to do so great. We obviously lose all 3 points in this one. First loss of the season. First loss since, like, I think April of last year. And now we just look forward on to Thursday, man. It is what it is. Hearts and everything to Joel Matip. I mean, bro, that was unfortunate that happened to him, you know.
Yeah.
But we come back stronger. We come back, you know. I feel like that really brought the team together. So, yeah, that's all I got to say about that game, bro.
Yeah, I got it. It was definitely eventful, man.
Very eventful, very eventful. But you know what? Yeah, I felt like one of the things that was so cool is just to see like all of football Twitter and all of like Liverpool fans come together, which was really nice. And that was the major day of the weekend. Like really, like you have a Sunday, Brentford versus Nottingham Forest ends in 1-1 draw. Nothing really crazy there. You had yesterday. There was Chelsea Fulham, which okay, we can at least talk about that a little bit. Abdul Rahim says club managers get sacked and players fined and banned. Nothing will happen to the English referees that officiate the Premier League. Change needs to happen by bringing in European referees. Yeah, bro, honestly, I completely agree. I feel like English football in general are very stubborn in terms of English talent, whether it be refereeing, whether it be players. Very stubborn in that sense, or managers. But I think that we can learn a lot from some of these foreign European referees. Sure, if you want to make it the requirement that they speak English, fine. But you know how many like quality ass referees you can find. Look, bro, I was just listening to some podcasts earlier today. Brother, this brother made a really good point. Take in like the officiating at like world events, World Cup and like Euros and stuff. It's never ever this bad. You know, it's because when they have these events, they bring in the best. They bring in the highest quality referees. The Premier League, you want to be the best league in the world, act like it. Be the best league in the world. Okay, don't be the laughing stock of all these other leagues. Right.
Listen, all I'm gonna say, man, is what was I gonna say? I don't know the standard of Italian and German or French refereeing. I'll tell you this though, man. Spanish refereeing is probably worse.
Word.
It's fucking dog. Spanish referees are dog shit. They fucking suck.
Yeah, fair.
So like, you know, maybe people are gonna talk about getting other referees. Yeah, sure, but like Spanish refs are fucking dog shit.
These referees never played football and don't understand the game. Yeah, bro. I mean, I don't know about all of them, but I definitely Hooper, bro. That brother eating too much donuts. He can't play no football. But anyway, let's move on. Let's talk about Chelsea Fulham because you know what?
Who's talking shit?
Huh?
Who's never played football?
No, the brother said these referees never played football, and then I said yeah because they're too busy eating donuts.
That's a very good point. Yeah, they are. Have you seen how fat they are, man?
Bro, look, Hooper is one donut away from diabetes.
Literally.
But anyway, it is what it is. Anyway, all right, Chelsea time. Okay, we spend a lot of time on this podcast talking shit about Chelsea, but it's time to give a little bit of respect to the way they played against Fulham. Okay.
I'm still talking shit. It's fucking Fulham. I don't care.
Oh, damn word. I mean, it was Fulham away. Chelsea notoriously having a hard time scoring this year. And they scored twice. Mudryk with his first Premier League goal.
His first goal for Chelsea.
Oh, that's. I mean, all right, fine. But I know he didn't score in the preseason at all. I mean, I'm just trying to give the brother some credit. You know,
give him.
All right.
Upkiss, man. Anyways, yeah.
And Broha. What's
funny is that like earlier in the game, I don't know if you saw, but he missed like an open goal.
Mudryk, bro. I didn't. I only watched the second half of that game.
Broha, I missed an open goal at the beginning of the game. It was like the funny, like that shit made me laugh, and then like 2 minutes later, Mudryk scores, and I had to kind of like, you get pause. Anyways, yeah, good one for Chelsea. I mean, doesn't mean shit. I see some Chelsea fans talk about, oh, maybe we can push.
We're winning the league, yeah. No.
I'm not saying that, but like, maybe we can push on and do something. No.
Yeah, or like somebody be like, top 4 question mark? No, bro, no, no.
Chelsea's finishing 8th this year. I'm calling it. They're finishing 8th.
And the top, bro. Then you got the Enzo propaganda coming through. The Caicedo. Oh, anyway, it's funny to see it. And then the funniest thing to see is what, bro? Is like Um, for Chelsea fans piping up today talking about, man, this Champions League isn't the same without Liverpool and Chelsea. Bro, who invited you? Who invited?
Listen, you know what? No, no,
Nah,
look,
okay.
look. I will say this though. The Champions League this year does actually feel really like it feels off, man.
It does,
I
bro, it
miss
does.
I miss Prime Champions. And my Prime Champ, like I've discussed this before. Prime Champions League from like 7 years ago, man. And you had Juventus, you had Madrid, Barca, Bayern were all very good. PSG was good.
Yeah,
England, like basically since the English teams came back to relevancy, the Champions League's been shit.
yeah.
I'm just gonna say because English teams for like the best part of like 10 years were very dog shit in the Champions League, and now
Mm,
the last like 5 years they've been pretty much a part of like most of the finals.
yeah.
Like the top of my head, last year you had Man City, English team. 2022, Liverpool. 2021, it was an all English Champions League final. 2020, okay, you didn't have any. 2019, all
All
English
English,
final.
yeah.
You had Liverpool.
Yeah,
So yeah, the last 5, 6 years basically,
yeah.
it's been a bunch of English teams, and the Champions League has gotten gradually worse.
Fuck.
Because the reason why is because every other league has become worse because the Premier League just has all the money.
Fuck.
And
No,
that's the
it's
thing.
true, man. It's true. And it's like, bro, I mean, taking even today, like, obviously we had a lot of fun talking about some of the matches, but like Union Berlin versus Braga, like Salzburg versus Real Sociedad, like, okay.
Like, these are literally these sound like Europa League games.
Like, how, bro, I mean, Inter versus Benfica, okay, cool. Um, PSV Sevilla, I mean, okay. Like, yeah, but anyway, that's not, even that one sounds like a Europa League game, you know?
Like
Like,
no man,
it's,
like
yeah, it's not obviously to the standard of what you're used to, but these are still group
Laura's
stage games.
gone.
I want
Laura's
to,
gone.
yeah. Like taken, bro. You might have Galatasaray make. I mean, not might. Most likely, you're gonna have Galatasaray make it into the group, into the knockout stages, bro. You know?
Yo, listen, I don't care. As long as Man United are there, I'm happy.
Oh yeah, bro. Yeah, nah, bro. But that's pretty much it for Prem. You obviously, no. I mean, I guess today we already kind of slightly mentioned it, but today you got Luton versus Burnley. Burnley winning 2-1. That's their first win of the season. So now Luton Town and Burnley have one win. Still getting relegated in my opinion. I just don't see enough quality for those guys to come up against some of the like top half teams. But
Yeah,
fair play to them. I mean, I don't know. Maybe company can do something with that. But that's pretty much it for Premier League. I mean, we could talk a little bit about your Barcelona because I know you like to touch on that a little bit. How are you feeling about your new boys? Okay, let's talk about
yeah,
that.
I'm happy with them honestly. The Jacques Cancelo. Jacques Cancelo though he's played what 4 or 5 games. Like he's had like 2 or 3 good games, and he's had like two, like I'd say, pretty bad games to be honest.
Mm,
Like he's been decent. Like overall, Barca right now, I think like this international break needs to come just because Barca in the last like 3 weeks have played like how to let's see, Barca in like 14 days played like 5 games or something,
yeah.
shit like that. So like the performances and like the first 2 games while they were there. So Real Betis and when we played Antwerp in the first round of the Champions League like 2 weeks ago, we were very good. But then we had like a bunch of games after that. So like obviously performances get a bit worse because players are more tired. Blah blah blah. So I'm not gonna put too much into it. Right now the league is Madrid top, Barca second, Girona third. Barca Madrid play at the end of the month. So, like that's gonna be
Madrid's
good.
top of your league.
Yeah, they have 21 points. Barca's on 20. Girona's on 19.
Okay, but I thought Barca hasn't even lost a game. I guess they draw.
Yeah, we drew twice,
Oh,
and
okay,
we
okay.
drew twice. That's why.
Okay. But yeah, 1 point difference, not too bad, not too bad. But like
It's
that
it's
seems
gonna be
competitive league. You
it's
guys
gonna
haven't
be
played
so
Madrid yet.
honestly. Listen, honestly, for me, Barca are winning the league. I'm not gonna say comfortably, but like I'd say probably by at least 5 to 6 points they're winning it. Champions League, who knows? I'm never gonna say anything about Barcelona in the Champions League because each year I have expectations. They, destroy them and shadow them and piss all over them. So I'm not gonna say anything about that. But hopefully,
Well, bro, listen, I think you can safely say that Barca. I mean, hopefully we're gonna watch the game tomorrow. We'll see how that goes, but you can almost comfortably say that Barca will make it out of their group, which is nice.
Oh no! Even if they lose tomorrow, bro, there's no way. You're telling me that we're gonna like we'd lose to fucking Antwerp and who's the other
You
other
guys
team?
slapped Antwerp a couple weeks ago, right?
Yeah, we slap Shakhtar and Antwerp. Like, come on,
There's no
even
way.
if we lose
There's no
tomorrow,
way.
like, no, we're definitely making it out. There's no
Wow.
way.
That's awesome, bro. Well, you know what, bro? Honestly, I don't have really a horse in La Liga race, but as long as you're happy, I'm happy. We have Abdul Rahim talking about, okay, yeah, well, there's Europa League this Thursday, obviously, Liverpool versus USG.
The Europa League this year is yeah, that's your thing, man. I'm not. I don't give a shit about that team.
I know, but let's at least I'll talk a little bit about it. He says the formation for this weekend he wants 4-3-3, Kelleher in net, Simicast on the left, Konate, Gomez center backs, Trent on the right, Endo, Gravenberch, Elliott, Jota, Nunez, Doak.
Yeah,
I'm very
agreed.
proud of LFC manager players in Liverpool around the world, bro. I'm very proud, honestly. Um, yeah,
This,
yeah, maybe this is decent. I mean, I don't know if I would.
all I'll say, man, is Liverpool play Union Saint Gilloise,
Yeah,
and that team is so unknown that they don't even have a fucking logo on the app. Like, look, they don't have a logo.
brother, what is? Oh,
Yeah, I would agree with that lineup, man. I would rest literally. I think the only starter I'd put there
I want,
is like
yeah, I
the
want
only starter
Gravenberch
I'd
to
put
play.
there. The only starter I'd put there maybe is I'd put Gravenberch and maybe like one of your main defenders, like a Konate or a Van Dijk. Like I'd put one main defender and one of your
I
main
would rest.
defenders.
I would rest Van Dijk. I think he had a very tough game on against Spurs. Rest Van Dijk. Rest Matip. Matip also.
But
Uh,
Konate's coming back from an injury. Maybe you pull him in that game for like
yeah, exactly. So Konate, I would start Konate, Gomez. That I'm fine with that. Simicast on the left. I would put Trent for sure. Get him back into like game shape. Endo, I want to see what he's all about again. I mean, he had a very good game last time he played. Well, last time he started against Leicester City. I want to see more of Gravenberch. Elliot, yeah, I guess. I'm not really moved by Elliot too much for whatever. I don't know, like,
Yeah, I don't know. From the few games I've watched, like the few games I've watched him, like with Liverpool, like to me he's just a standard midfielder. Like,
yeah, he's,
he has
he's
the
not.
forward
I think I like Jones more than Elliot, to be honest. But anyway, yeah, I definitely put Elliot in there. Jota off the left, Nunez down the middle, and then Doak down. Yeah, I mean, but honestly, yeah, we're playing it at Anfield too. That's a good lineup, brother. That's a good lineup. I mean,
for me, yeah, literally rest everyone
rest
except Pickford.
everybody, bro. Anybody who started basically on
Yeah,
Saturday,
Saturday should be
just
good.
just just rest them. Cause when are we playing Brighton? Are we playing Brighton on Sunday? I guess.
Yeah, you guys will play them Sunday.
Yeah,
Like
Sunday at
twelve
9 a.m.
thirty.
So, 9 a.m. Eastern. Alexis McAllister
Yeah,
playing against his
that's
brother
gonna be a
Kevin
good
McAllister on
Sunday, bro.
Thursday. Oh, Alexis McAllister's brother plays for USG.
Oh yeah, that's true. No, this is gonna be a good Sunday because you have Brighton and Liverpool at 9. Then at 11:30 you have Arsenal Man City.
Damn, bro. Should I go crazy and stream them both on TikTok? By the way, Abdul Rahim, if you're I appreciate all the comments, brother. If you're liking the podcast, definitely think about leaving
Yeah,
a
it's a TikTok,
subscription.
man. Basement ballers on
Uh,
TikTok. It's
and then also, if you're interested in more content, we got a whole TikTok page. If you have TikTok, definitely check that out in the description. We got a link down there. Yeah, I'm so happy with this Liverpool team this year. It's been one of my favorites that I've seen since probably 2019, 2020. And even then, like one of the things that people were forgetting about Klopp, bro, is Klopp is like last season. The is a world class manager, right? But one of his biggest flaws, which came out last season, is his loyalty to like basically veterans, right? His loyalty to Hendo, his loyalty to Fabinho, so on and so forth, right? And once we kind of shed all that weight, which I love those brothers to death and everything, but like once we like at the end of the day they were growing old. Once we shed that weight, I feel like and we have this like really new look to our team. It's been feeling real nice. So I'm excited to see what happens, bro. I think that Liverpool have a really strong chance to definitely make top four, but we'll see. Maybe challenge for the title this season. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe we'll have to see about that.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Anyways, brother, is there anything else you want to hit him with the question of the day, or what are we saying?
question of the day, honestly, yeah, up to like, what do you guys think is the issue at Man United? Like honestly, I think Man United and Chelsea are pretty much the crisis clubs each week. There's
Yeah.
always something
So
with I don't know.
I'll
I
tell
honestly
you.
don't know. Like
I'll
I
tell you,
can tell you,
bro.
but maybe you can go ahead. I'll let you.
So today one of the biggest things about today's game that I noticed is United's like seriously just loses motivation. Like like I feel like they get really like down on themselves, really dead. And I think that like you really need in that scenario. Not only do you need a leader who can support you, which Bruno Fernandes isn't. Like taking Bruno Fernandez when he gets like annoyed or something, he like gets so pissed and all that, like he starts acting like a big bit. Yeah, he starts crying, right? And it's a terrible way to like to rally up a team, because you're not gonna want to do shit if your leader is crying like that. You know what I'm saying? So that for me, for United, either it's a leader as in a captain issue, or it's a management issue, because maybe
I think it's management. I'll tell you exactly why.
yeah.
Right? I'll give you the example. Look at Jadon Sancho, for example. So Ten Hag, ever since he came into Man United, has preached about standards, about this, about blah 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 blah. Right? After the 7-0 against Liverpool, he's still starting pretty much the same team that lost that game to Liverpool. After like, he basically doesn't hold players accountable. Like he basically says that Rashford's been shit this whole year, but he says, "Oh, he just needs time." Blah blah blah. But then Sancho immediately just says, "Oh yeah, he sucks. That's why I didn't pick him." Like certain players, he doesn't hold accountable. He made Bruno Fernandes his captain, which, as you mentioned earlier, that's like the worst choice you could have made. Like why? If I'm Casemiro or if I'm Varane or if I'm a player who's actually won shit and I'm looking at Bruno Fernandes, why would I listen to him?
No
It's
problem.
like the same thing with Maguire. Like I don't care. Like Bruno, yeah, it's better than Maguire. Don't get me wrong, but the thing is like. I think for me, it's the manager's issue, because a lot of the issues he's created himself. He doesn't hold certain players accountable. A lot of players he just kind of lets play no matter how shit they are, and then he basically contradicts himself every 2 seconds with standards and blah blah blah. But then he keeps playing the same shit players who have let the club down time and time and time again. Like Bruno Fernandes and Rashford should not be guaranteed starters.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
100%. Bro, listen, if you're gonna put standards on Sancho, which mind you, like it's very possible that Sancho behind the scenes did some shit that like obviously we're not aware of, right? But if you're going to place these standards in terms of work ethic and all these things, and performance on Sancho, you need to be able to place that on everybody, right? And not sort of like pick favorites in a way. Like I'm not saying that he's specifically picking favorites, but like even with Anthony, when Anthony was going through a spell of just like terrible, I mean spell, like literally since he got to Man United, but like when Anthony was going through all that shit, take in, like he still played him. He still like, because that was his like his boy, like that was his Ajax boy, like you know what I'm saying. So it's a really terrible way to run a club, in my opinion, and just to manage your club. So anyway, I think we'll have to see it, bro. Honestly, if by January shit doesn't change at United, I think Glazers could make a decision about that situation. But Abdul Rahim was saying, versus Brighton, he wants to see Allison, Robertson, Matip, Van Dijk, Trent, McAllister, Szoboszlai, Gravenberch, Salah, Nunez. Yeah, fair.
I put Gakpo instead of Nunez, but yeah, I agree.
Well, Gakpo's injured.
Oh, he is. Oh,
Yeah.
not Nunez. I put Nunez.
Yeah.
Yeah,
By the way, first of all, shout outs to Gakpo. Hope he gets better soon. He's going to be back after the international break, which is what they said. But I feel like as much as we love Nunez, because Liverpool fans love Nunez to death, we kind of like undermine Gakpo's like quality and what he's done. He is a great player for us. He does a lot. Like I mean, he got us back into that game against Spurs. And I think that yes, we can love Nunez, but also show respect to Gakpo. Also, yeah, Matip, bro, we love Matip. Shout outs to him. Thiago needs to be sold in January. It hasn't worked out for Thiago's career at Liverpool. Liverpool needs to bring in a CDM and left center back in January. Yes. So, yeah, I mean, it hurts me to say because I love Thiago. But I think it's kind of one of those other things. Like it's similar to a Hendo, similar to a Fabinho situation where you can have respect for the player, but realize that it might be time for them to go. If Thiago doesn't come back by that January transfer window and show some kind of form, some kind of class, sell him and cut your losses, sell him, and then see who you can sign. Now, obviously, for me, I'm leaning more towards a defender. I don't know. Like I've been wanting a DM, but the way that I've seen our midfield kind of run these last couple games has made me really happy. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe I would sign a defender. But that's also saying because Gomez has been doing well in that right back position too. So anyway, that's that's our Premier League, La Liga, Champions League roundup for this week. I hope you guys have enjoyed the show. Thank you guys so much. If you guys really liked it, leave a like, subscribe, check out our shit in the description. Also check out our sponsor who is over there, Oceania. I got a link in our description. If you guys are into great cleats, great football cleats for great prices. Check them out. I got a discount link in the
Oh,
description.
y'all just want drip, man. Hit up the drip artists themselves. Man.
Fuck.
They got
Hit up drip.com if you know what I'm saying. And also all the socials and stuff. But we appreciate you guys. Answer the question of the day in the comments. Let us know what you think. And until basically probably Sunday. No, Sunday you have work, right?
Sunday, I could do it after work. Either Sunday or Monday, we'll be back.
Sunday or Monday we'll be back for another Premier League roundup and just podcast. And then throughout the week I'll also be playing, continuing my Ultimate Team on FIFA. So keep on tuning in for that. But without further ado, guys, thank you. I'm Kareem, that's Brahim, and see you guys later. Bye.
Peace.
All right, one sec, Brahim.